So I'd like to share some thoughts with you about dashboards and the level of detail that they need. I mean, here's an interesting factoid. It turns out that there's more technology in your car now than there was in the Apollo spaceships that went to the moon. So the nagging question is, why is it the astronauts needed so many dials on their spaceship? It's not because of the complexity. We just told you that the car is more complex, in fact, than the Apollo spaceships. The net of it is risk. If your car breaks down, it's pretty easy. You call the tow company and they take it off to the dealership where they run their diagnostics and tell you what's up. In the spaceship, you've got to take that with you. There's no garage you can pull into. With your car, you can stop and ask for directions. You've got to take that with you in the Apollo spaceship as well. So although it's the same technology, because of risk and because of the adventure that they're on, they need more comprehensive support structure that they have to take with them. My argument is I think organizations are more like the car. We should be able to provide our leadership with simple dashboards that are indicative of core systems. And if there are problems, management will now use their business intelligence analysts and tools to drill into the detail, no different than the garage mechanic drills into the detail. In fact, if you take a look at that car dashboard, there's a bunch of idiot lights you don't see, things like your check engine or windshield wiper fluid. Those only appear when there's a problem. Again, we should take lessons when we build out our dashboards. So there's some idiosyncrasies between different dashboards which have to do with the environments that you're in and the criticality of information. It really has to do with the control and authority at the point of variance. But that's the subject of a different webinar. There is some common ground between these two dashboards though, and it's as follows. First off, they both provide only the technical aspects of the vehicle. What they don't tell you is information around what is the mission. Why are you in the car? Are you on a pleasure trip, a scenic trip? Are you trying to avoid the toll roads to keep the cost low? What is the journey that you're on? There's no map and navigation instrument. What are the priorities for this trip? Things like, what are we expecting during the journey? What are the assets we can expect to take advantage of? Things like gas and service stations, and intangible assets like outside people providing directional support. We also don't talk about what the performance we require from those things. It doesn't tell us about our role. Are we the driver or the navigator? We bring all this stuff with us when you take a look at the dashboard. It doesn't tell us how we're going to move towards success and how we're progressing against those targets as we move ahead. And lastly, there's little analysis or diagnostic instrumentation that's there. Now, these are generalizations, but it's important to understand that there are many things a dashboard doesn't provide you that you bring to the table as a process expert.